Mr. Kitty. Come here, mister. Come here, mister. You want some waters? Come here, mister. Well, good evening. Good evening to anyone joining. We're early, like always, is a little on time. Hey, Robert, how you doing, bud? We got long stream scheduled for tonight. So gonna put that up there so everyone knows right off the bat. And I'd love to see anyone call in if you want. Hey, what's up, Z Rich? Hey, say what's up, Mr. Kitty. That's Mister. Mr. Kitty. Mr. Kitty. All right. So I'll wait a couple more minutes. I got my drink poured up. Cheers to anyone. There we go. Cheers to anyone drinking tonight. Grab my drink here and toast to you guys. Benzo. Cheers. We've got something interesting going on, so I'll wait one more minute until 7:30, or excuse me, 8:30, and we'll get started. Hopefully the audio is coming through really well. You should be able to hear an airplane flying over right now, or if not, just let me know, and I'll try to wear my headphones so you guys can hear me a little bit better. But I think it's going to run pretty good for tonight. We have quite a special thing. All right, so this is the second melt from that first one you guys saw the button of. Now, this was the first crucible I used, and it was a clay one. These are the kinds of throwaway ones, and I'm glad I pulled it when I did, because if you look right there, you can see a crack starting to form. So, but the problem was I didn't really get to cook it enough, and you can see gold right in here. All these little tiny round metallic looking BBs are pieces of gold. So this I'm going to save for another video. I'm going to run it through my crusher, and we'll get even more gold. But like the picture for the stream goes, what we're working on is this right here. And this is just absolutely insane. Look at that. That's the yellow stuff there. That's just gold. And this is a solid piece. So it's funny. I went to my shed the other day and I was looking at my slag pile. Yeah, thank you, James. I appreciate it. That was the first edition. I stamped some of the numbers backwards on accident. I mean, I knew it happened, but I didn't have the right punches, so it's an accident, I guess. But yeah. So back, I divert. Yeah, those silver rounds are awesome. I'm gonna be making some more of those. But there is a ton of stuff in here. So I was in my shed, and I always keep my crucibles and my pours, and I had all this slag over in the mold, the cone mold here, and I just took a look at it, and I saw a giant piece of yellow, and I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta re-smelt this. So that's what we're doing tonight, and I've got another new crucible that I've treated already, and what we've got here is the charge. So we've got 200 grams of borax. We've got 25 grams of potassium nitrate. That's this little BB right here. That's an oxidizer. And then I have another 30 grams of some soda ash. Right here, this is some silica powder. that didn't fully cook out, and it acted kind of like a big sponge in there, and it kind of plugged up when I poured the first button, and that's why I said I had a bad smelt again, because I thought it was ruined. It came out all thick and uncooked, and sure enough it did, but there was so much gold in there that it precipitated down in there and formed that button. So, whoops, we've got this weighed out. This is 165 grams total weight, not including the bag. Hey, what's up, Diggin? Hey, what's up? Is that? Oh, what's up, Mike Wolf? How you doing? This is 165 grams. We've got close to about 300 something grams here, and we're gonna throw all this together. We'll get close to about 500 grams or thereabouts, and that'll be enough. And what we have here is our cupel, and we've got our little lead channel round that I've been taking pieces off of when I do some smelting things. This is 16 grams. I've weighed it already. So we'll weigh this after we get our button and see the delta. And that should be, this should be, the delta we hear with the added weight should be the gold or whatever other precious metals are in there. So we'll cupel that off here. We're going to do all this live. It's going to take a little while. So sit back and enjoy the show. So what I'm going to do is get our recipe all mixed up here. I'm going to put this lead button at the bottom. It's not very much, but we don't really need very much lead because it's already kind of formed as gold in there already. And we'll dump this in here. And this is our slag, not including what's in here. I did scrape some of the outside material off because there was some gold here. But I'm going to crush this up and we'll do a third part to the smelting. So we'll get all this out. And let me just show you what I'm seeing. So look at this. That was already in there. It's crazy. 165 grams of slag. Yes, Diggin, you got it. 165 grams of slag. So that alone that's like a gram and a half, 2 gram nugget right there. So we're gonna give this a little stir. Excuse my sweatiness. It's about 95 degrees still. It got pretty warm today, and I'm a sweaty pig. So. 165 grams of slag. So Diggin, I hope you do the math, and I want you to get our concentration here at the end, and add the 11.3 grams of gold that we got out the first time to it as well. That'd be cool if you could do that for us. You're good at that kind of stuff. All right. So we got it just as full as we want it. We don't want it any more full than that. All right. I'm going to have to rebuild the bottom of my Devil's Forge here pretty soon because it is a mess. All right. Got all that in there. Get all this out of the way. Get our tools here. Nice and easy for us to use and access. This can stay out of the way for the time being as well. And we're definitely going to need this. You're going to see me going back and forth adjusting the forge a lot. There's a lot of temperature control that I found goes a long way, especially with the last stage. It's super needed to have extreme control for this. You can't overcook it. We got our respirator for safety. We'll have that behind the scenes as well. And our gloves. So get this out of the way here. And let's fire the forge up. What do you think? Everything sounded good? Everything sounded good? All right. Light her up. Light her up. All right, nice and easy. So what we'll do is we'll get everything nice and warm, slowly bring it up to temperature. Thanks, Diggin. I appreciate it. We'll bring it up to temperature, and then what we're going to slowly do is roast everything and kind of make it all congealed. Then we'll do a good stir, get it back to that temperature, and then turn it up. And we'll let it cook for 10 minutes or so. 10 minutes should be good. Um, After that, we'll turn it up a little bit more to really get it rolling, and then we're going to pour it in here, and we'll let that harden off, get our button, and pellet out. It should take about an hour to hour and 10 minutes, I think. Cool. Yo, what's up, GS? How you doing, fam? So right now we're running about 0.04 bar. And we're going to let this all kind of come up to temperature, equalize, and then we'll let the chemistry work. We want convection circuits in there. You know, we want to have that metal rolling in there. We want that slag to be sucking up and oxidizing with that potassium nitrate. And we want all the chemistry to be working, and for that it takes specific temperatures for certain amount of times. And you know, in certain circumstances, if you're just smelting gold out of black sands and you kind of add it to it, you can pour a button with it pretty easily. But when you're trying to pull it out of ore or rich concentrates like what we're working with, the Colorado mining camp and this Nine Finger mining ball mill, you really need to let it work. And I wasn't able to do that with this because it was bubbling over. I barely had that much in it, but it was really working. And then thankfully, I didn't even notice until today that there was a crack forming here. So I'm thankful that we pulled it when we did. Cheers. It's a really good way to keep flies away and mosquitoes. Just have this thing running all the time. So that's kind of the wall of the crucible. This is in Celsius. 339 is what the material is averaging, right around 400 C. So not a lot's going on. That lead's starting to melt. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have that still. That was from the chalcopyrite ore from 911 mining. I still have a lot of that rock. But yeah, I did get a little copper button. That was a mess though, man. Like, I put way too much material. I kept adding it to it. I didn't have a thermometer. It was that was a hot mess, bro. Now we've got lab equipment that we're using to measure temperatures and hold things. It's just pretty cool. This is awesome. What's up, Nine Finger? Got your sticker here in the house. Oh, that's gonna be a little loud for a little while. Sorry about that. That's my air conditioning. All right, we're gonna turn it up just a little tiny bit. We're starting to see the bubbling going on, so we're getting that melting on the outside. Good, man. How you doing, Creed? Thawing out finally, huh? Let it burn, let it burn. Well, while we got you guys cooking away here, I'm gonna go make a bag for Chris N. He got an order in, and he's getting a black card because those are going out in paydirt bags. So I'm gonna go make him up a bag real quick while this cooks up. So enjoy the show. I'll be right back. I can plug my own stuff on my channel, right? That's okay. Yes, yes, good. I gotta see that, buddy. That's awesome. I can't wait to go up to Alaska. I hope I get to go up this summer. I really do. Nice. We're cooking down there. Nice. That's the outer edge, 845. That's the outer edge of the crucible. The inner edge was right around 710, which it's been for a little bit. So we're getting some nice cooking on the outside. The center is still staying a little bit cold, but everything is going to start rolling into the center. And once that happens, we'll give it a good stir from the bottom. There's some of the gold that goes in the 100% ROI. There's some nice little chunky stuff in there. It's not all flour. Sometimes there's a little nugget or two, but that's the 100% ROI bag. $60 delivered. That's way more than a gram. If you ever get it, you know how much you get in this bag. It's all about the gold, not about the money. It's all about sharing, having a good time, and not getting ripped off. That's what vendetta prospecting is about. We just want to make sure everyone can get their value, have a good experience, and not feel like they have to worry about what they're getting isn't what they want. It's a bit meter. You can feel this when you put it on your skin. I can feel the laser. I can feel that on my skin, the wavelength. All right, so we're getting close to about 1,000 degrees C. For what we're working with, that's around the temperature we want to hold for a little while. So right now we're going to want to monitor this and kind of hold this for a little bit. I'm going to try to go get some sunglasses in the house or something so we can do a little shot of the flame. Yeah, it's going to need a mix in here pretty soon. So I'll be right back. Well, I can't find any, but what I was able to find was a refill on my drink. Hey, what's up, Gary Shelton? How you doing? So cheers to that, and we're going to get that mixed up before we drink. So we've had a dip in temperature in the middle because some of that material is starting to flow back in. Hey, my sticker burned off. But that's good. We're getting that to flux in. So that's perfect stage where we want to start mixing it up so we can get that outer material integrated with the inside material that's not as hot, give it a better chance to get mixed up, and we'll start turning it up from there. Yeah, Benzo! Cheers! I'll get you guys a nice shot of this. Sorry, I'm like hyper focused right now. Probably a good idea when you're around molten metal. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got you. I got you. Really, really hard to see. It's so bright. If I wasn't streaming, it'd look all right. That's not a graphite rod. It's a piece of steel. Rebar. All right. That mix was very good. All right. Oh, okay. I was like, what? All right. We got everything completely melted now. We're right around where we want to be for a little while. We're going to cook. This is where we're cooking. and we'll give ourselves about 5 to 7 to 10 to I don't know how many minutes before we pour it. But now that everything's well integrated, we're pretty much good. So I'll let it cook for a little while because I want to oxidize everything that we can, and I'll have a drink with y'all. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. All right, I just put my headphones in. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I want to answer Diggins' question. Can you guys hear me all right now? Okay, so yes, the color of the flame does have something to do with the process to a certain extent. When you start seeing a green flame, when you have like a green flame, you have some impurities with like copper, things like that. When you have a blue flame, it's really hard to keep a blue flame in this kind of forge this small at the temperatures we're trying to get, um, because we're just really pushing that. So you see gases and heat coming out pretty heavy. But when we start doing our cupelling, you'll see a lot lower of a flame. Actually, it'll be more of a trickle, and we'll actually turn it off at some points and let it off gas, and you'll see black smoke start coming up. And I'll be able to get some better shots of that. You'll actually see little beads oxidizing off, and it's rolling off, and then the button's staying there, and it's boiling a little, getting smaller and smaller. And eventually, that fluxing stops, and that metal solidifies, and when you turn it off and let it cool, you get that flash like we saw, and it flashed right over to that button. So that's kind of what we're again trying to achieve with tonight's experiment. But from my experience with this forge, the flame is always the same color. I haven't really dealt with brass or bronze or aluminum or anything like that. Um, but uh, but yeah, I mean we're hot here. I mean you could probably forge steel close to with this forge if you were to run it a certain way. But speaking of which, I need to take the temperature. We're perfect. Yeah, those were really cool. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. We're gonna start really rolling it and then pour.
start cooking now. Yeah, buddy. This is a hot one. Hopefully you guys get to see the really cool the bright metal part. That'll be all the precious metals. Yeah, Betty. Yeah, that looks awesome. I wish you guys could see a better shot of it. That finally looks right. That looks like Mount Baker's. God damn it. Show it. It looks so dope. You can see all of it. Yeah, you can see it now. Yeah, buddy. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, man. JF, get off your butt. That's funny. Oh my God, Wisconsin. Yeah, dude, he's the Bible of all of this. I've learned everything I know from him. So that's that and anyone else's feedback. So this was a really good pour. We've got a little bit of stuff here in the crucible, but once that cools down, we'll actually be able to see what that is. I'm glad I'm wearing my respirator because it looks like a little bit of lead was left in there on the outside. I don't see any beaded metal on the inside, so that's good. So I'll leave you with this little view for a little bit. I'm gonna go grab my drink and toast to a successful pour from the looks of it. Cheers. Yes, Jonathan, yes. I already ordered the mold. So if you want to send it to me, go ahead. I've got let me go show you what I got for silver. Something special. Jonathan, friend, I got something just for you, too. Look. Oh, isn't it so cute? Look at the little crucible. Yeah, way better for silver pours than that giant S1. Huh. Yeah. Gary, I had to add some water to my olives because I was out of juice. Yeah, I'm excited. Cool. Well, cheers. Cheers to y'all. Jonathan, friend, do you have any challenges going on, or what's your next challenges coming up?
I might want to be getting in on that. Whew, it's warm, man. Got my fat man rag in my pocket. Let's see what we're looking at. That thing is smoking hot. Four spots left on the all black sands challenge. It's a quarter gram guaranteed. $30 shipped. 430, 120. That's a gram for 120. Okay. Four. And then you're getting an ounce silver round. Holy crap, dude. An ounce silver rounder bar? Damn. Are these concentrates, black sand concentrates from that trip you guys took with the gold cube, man? That thing looked like it was running good. All right, Jonathan, get me in on spot number 9 and send that silver in that package. Send me an invoice or something for PayPal, or I'll send you $30. Put me down for number 9, please. Nice, nice. Whew, I'm toasty. I gotta take this mask off, and I need a safety break. After all that heat, I need to cool down. We got our slag. It's 500C. What's it at the center? I'm surprised at the center it's cooler. All right. We're getting there. What I'll do is I'll take this out of here and let it cool down a little bit more freely. I hope. Well, that's probably not good. There we go. Edges retain the heat. Contact mold. Oh, okay. With surface area, because it's wicking outwards. Okay, that makes sense. Gary, thank you. That makes a lot of sense. So watch. Let's see what Gary's saying here. So the outer edge is 400, and we're at like 320 here. Okay, so it's drawing the heat out. Endothermic, whatever. Exothermic is when it's putting off heat, which this is technically endothermic because the temperature from the steel is pulling heat out of the slag. You guys want to talk about chemistry here? So it's so weird because everything's counterintuitive, yet it's not. When you get into advanced levels in mathematics in school, they're like, oh, okay, so we're going to talk about imaginary numbers. And that's when I said, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to learn any more math. I don't want to know about imaginary numbers. That's beyond what I care about. I want to know about, I'm going to sell you $5 worth of dirt and it cost me $4. I'm going to make $1. There we go. That's how I need to know. Yeah, moles, moles, moles. Gotta love the moles, right? I was thinking about what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, I was thinking about here. Let me go to the face cam, I guess. I don't know what I look like right now, but I'm probably a little sweaty. So I was thinking about that. I'm always kind of thinking. I was thinking about that test we did when we sampled the first nugget, and it came out 22 plus carat. I was thinking about, man, I got to explain to them the molarity of the liquid and how it doesn't have to burn through my grill. Because someone posted a comment and they're like, "Oh, I hope your grill's okay." I think they might have been digging or something. And I was like, "Oh no, no!" I literally took it so serious. I was like, "Oh, the molarity of the chemicals in there is not strong enough to burn through the powder coating on the grill." And I was like going in my head about all this crazy crap and like, man, I waste so much energy thinking about this deep stuff, and why should I care? It's just so funny where our minds can go when we're like relaxed or thinking about things that are interesting to us, right? Like when we go out prospecting or panning or sluicing or whatever we're doing out there, metal detecting, hanging out with our family, we're able to turn everything off and detach, and that helps our brain recover, and we need that these days because you look at TV and media and the internet and all this stuff and whatever people around you, they're always trying to push something on you, and what you need is to turn off and turn out. I sound like Woodstock or whatever. I don't remember how it goes, but you need to just get out there and relax and turn your phone off as I sit here on YouTube streaming and don't turn off right now. But that's what it's about. When you get out there and you're panning, you don't care about anything else. When you're panning that little bit back and you got your black sand showing and you're like, "Oh my god, am I going to get something?" No. All right, I'm going to go try again. And that's what keeps you going back. And I think that's better than going to Circle K every morning and spending $2 on a Powerball hoping you're going to hit the lottery. I'd rather find two colors in a pan after 8 hours of digging than finding nothing at the end of a Powerball ticket. So that's my spiel. I'm rambling now. I'm going to take a look at chat, and I hear our slag cracking over there. So let's go take a look at that and turn the light on. Wisconsin, okay, that was yours. That was funny. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I mean, you just got to get out there and relax and spend time with the things that matter because who knows how long we're going to be able to be on this planet. In a in not the context of hey, we're exploring other planets, which is pretty cool, but let's worry about here and now. Yep, I'm ready to knock that out. It's going to be hot, but we'll throw the button in the water and we'll get a look at it. That lead is 237. What is that? Less than 800, less than 700 degrees, right? 200 C, 40, 50 is 100. Yeah, we're good. We can pop that out. Thanks, bud. I made it. I made it. Uh, it wasn't too hard at all. I had a little bit of help cutting steel, and I threw some welds on there, some Vendetta welds, and she's a beaut. So let's knock this bad boy out. I'm gonna go grab a hammer. I'll be right back. Tricked everyone. I didn't tell you what kind of hammer. Ha ha ha! I have to hide all my tools from my kids. I don't know where my hammer is. All right. So, here we go. Oh, yeah. Nice clean extraction and a beautiful black piece of slag. Nice lead button at the bottom, which is what we want to see. And there's a slight tinge of yellow. That button is way bigger than what we started with, might I add. Way bigger. I can tell you that right now. So let's get that knocked out. And as you can see, we have a. Okay, so here, before I speak, we have our slag here, which looks really good. We have a little tiny layer of matte, but I think that might just be graphite from the crucible. I can't quite tell because it's brand new. But regardless, we'll keep this for when we crush up our first crucible to get the rest of the gold out of that. So that'll go in here. But what we're after is this bad boy right here, this lead button. And it is really hard to tell because I have yellow gloves on, but it is yellow. There is a slight tinge of yellow, if you can see that. So let's get it wet and weigh it. Knock some of the slag off. Dig in. Yeah, we're gonna knock all the slag off and we're gonna get the forge fired right back up and cupel this. So, who recalls, I'm gonna test your guys' memory. Who recalls, look at that, there's a distinct line of yellow and right there. There's yellow below this and above this is lead. Who remembers what we started with our lead button? What did that weight begin with? I'm gonna test y'all. Memory. I remember. This thing is so heavy. This weighs almost as much as my. I'm not gonna say it yet. No, 165 grams. Okay, yeah, digging, you got it. 16 grams of lead. Started with 16 grams of lead, 165 grams of slag, and then 200 grams of borax, 25 grams of potassium nitrate, and 30 grams of soda ash with 16 grams of lead. So let's weigh this. This feels heavier than my 44-gram nugget that I have. This feels heavier than that. We'll dry it off. Yeah, I gotta do a safety meeting. Sorry, I'm gonna weigh this up and I gotta do a safety meeting. It's vital. This is super important for cupelling. If you are not safe in cupelling, you will not have a successful cupel. It won't work. Cause you gotta be slow, man. All right, you guys ready? Let's take some guesses. Get some guesses in real quick. Started with 16, so it's got to be more than that. Oh my God, it's so heavy. Get your guesses in. I'm going to throw it on the scale. I'm not going to look. I'm going to take a safety meeting. I'll be right back. All right, what are we looking at? 36. Oh my God. There's 20 more grams of gold in here. That means there's an ounce of gold total about. What? Oh my gosh, that's insane. That's insane. Like, if it's an ounce on the money, that would be crazy. Perfect. Come on. Sorry, I'm over here. You guys probably can't see me, but I'll be right over there. I gotta get this. Gotta get this thing out. I gotta heat back up. It's bonded to the bottom. Poof! Yes, it is digging. We're gonna oxidize off the lead. That'll leave us with our gold button. Good question. Very good question. Oh, come on. There we go. When these things get hot, they like to change shape. Will you come out? Will you come out? Like I said, I need to rebuild the bottom of this forge. It's jacked. Come on. Oh, shit. Gotta get it hot. There is metal at the bottom that we gotta get out, though. Yeah, when I get this out, I'll put my headphones in and we can talk. Sorry, this is gonna take a minute. It's pissing me off. Woo.
got that son bitch out. All right. This is hotter than a mug. McDonald's coffee is Go to Circle K, dude. They have really good coffee. They got the freshest cup you'll ever get for that second. I knocked this piece of metal out of here. There we go. Okay, so this to me looks like a piece of slag that was in the bottom, but I'll put it with the save for later. Number 3. Ooh, safety meeting food. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here, and then we'll talk about the QPEL process. That's what this is right here. So we got this positioned. We don't really want to fuck with it too much, but it does kind of spit, so you don't want it. You want it to be level, because if it's not level or pretty close to, it might go over the edges a little bit. So, QPELing. Let's talk about QPELing for a second. So QPELing on a small scale. Let's see if it'll fire back up. Not. Oh, it will. All right, I need to use my lighter. Hold on one second. All right. So with QPELing, we want to raise the temperature kind of slowly, and what we're trying to do is drive off the lead. And see if I can get this in a good position here for you guys. By driving off the lead, get my mask on here in a second once this gets warm. But driving off the lead, we're going to reduce the lead out, turn it to lead oxide, and that'll be absorbed by the QPEL and also off-gassed into the atmosphere. And what happens is the precious metal doesn't absorb into the QPEL material, which is basically like bone ash or some sort of thing like that. That's the same for silver, copper. Copper will oxidize and QPEL off, but it takes a long time and you have to use different reducing agents. And it's a little bit different process, and I'd rather not touch that for now because this is a lot easier. It's a lot of work to figure this out. So right now what I'm doing is bringing this up to temperature really slow, and we'll just kind of see it turn red and start liquefying and bubbling. And eventually I'll turn it up a little bit, turn it down, turn it up, turn it, I'm going to have to play with it quite a bit and monitor the temperature.
and eventually we'll start to see some liquefaction and some dark spots coming off the bright and some bright spots. And yeah, I got to get my mask on here pretty soon because it's starting to melt. So enjoy the show. Thanks for watching, you guys. Still, it's been pretty fun. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. So yeah, that lead's at close to 700. It melts around I think 800. So it should be starting to melt soon. I'm gonna set up for Saturday. I feel like I put too much content out, and like I don't get a lot of views for my videos because there's so many videos that I make. But there's YouTubers out there that make daily content. They get millions of views. So I have like 120, 130 videos. It doesn't feel like that at all. It feels like I have like 30 or 40. I can't believe I have that many videos. And I feel like it's overwhelming. But whatever. I enjoy making them. Okay, we're gonna turn it up a little bit here. Sorry, I'm just setting up for guest paydirt tomorrow. Hey, what's up, buddy? No, it doesn't need a reducing agent. It's an oxidize. We're oxidizing it. The Qpel absorbs it, so that's basically its oxidizing agent or its reducing agent if you were technically looking at one. But really, it's the oxygen that's the reducing agent, or maybe the height, maybe just some part of the flame. Yeah. It doesn't need borax or anything like that. You guys want a sneak peek at tomorrow's dirt? By the way, y'all check it out. Boom. What's up with our panning? I need to add some stickers to this bad boy. I don't have enough on here at all. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Here's a look at the dirt for tomorrow. Looks kind of like mine. Not gonna lie. That looks pretty cool. Alright, so I'm gonna off gas one time here. So check this out. Get my mask on here. Okay, here we go. Alright, so hopefully you guys can see this pretty cool. Not too high. Ready? Watch this. Watch this. Here we go. See how it's liquid? Watch that. Watch the
All right, we got a little hot there. We're back though. We're back. No, we Hello? Can you guys hear me now? I think you guys can probably hear me now. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Yay! All right. I think I'm going to do it one more time because I see a little bit of lead. Oh, shit, the cord. A little bit of lead on the outside. We're going to do a little bit more. Got to fire it up one more time. No, I don't need it. No, so you don't need a new Cupel. You can just kind of keep off-gassing it as long as it stays molten. Yeah, it should be about 20 grams, Paul, based on the math. But as long as it stays molten and doesn't solidify to the Cupel, you can keep using it. Now it's rolling. It's rolling again. It's rolling again. I can see it. There we go. Now it's like the surface of the sun. There's nothing left. We got like 35 seconds left. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Yep. It's hard to see, but actually, it looks like there's still some more bubbling up from the bottom. So you guys really can't make it out, and it's unfortunate, but right now there's little tiny balls floating on the surface. We need to keep it roasting right now. We need to keep it going. This is where it's kind of like a fine little art. That's when it flashes over, when it's all good. But we got a little bit coming up back through the bottom, circulating up through the top. It's unfortunate you guys can't see it. but it's getting really close. If I have an electric furnace or something like that, it would be a lot easier. But I don't have that, and I don't think I'll ever get one, just for space and a few other reasons. But yeah, we're right where we should be. Not too hot. Working, it's working. Thanks for staying patient. Appreciate the views. Here we go, baby. This is looking good. Getting there. We're really, really, really close. 100 degrees. All right, I think we're good. I think that was it. I think we got it. Oh, hey, Alex, sorry you made it. What up, brother? Think you guys will be able to see it flash once it cools down. Keep an eye on it. Hey, Rich, how you doing, bud? Here we go. Yeah, we're getting close. Yep. So mesmerizing looking at all the stuff, the beads of lead bust off the gold, and the gold just kind of sitting there, and oh man, it is mesmerizing. If I had another camera or something, I would record. It's going, it's going. Oh, Alex, sorry, you got some Jimmy's secret spot or what? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Don't overheat, camera. Don't overheat, camera. At least you guys will see a change of color. I don't know if maybe I missed it. Did you guys see it? Wow, that looks amazing. I don't think we're done. It looks like there's still lead oxidizing off the top. We're not done. All right, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. Hold on, I'll be right back. Still a little bit of lead in there. No, I didn't dig it. I did not. I did not. No, that button is over in security. I did not. HD in the house. Wow, this is taking far longer than I thought, which is fine with me, but appreciate you guys sticking around. Yeah, I can see some lead still up on the top of the button, but it did oxidize really fast up on the top when it cooled down. So that should just kind of ash off the top. We'll see it turn back to liquid again, and hopefully we'll just see nothing anymore. Like I said, this is kind of a delicate process here without the right equipment for what we're trying to do. Ideally, you would have an electric furnace where you can hold a constant temperature and really get that stuff working for 20, 30, 40 minutes, however you need. But with this, you really got to kind of just nurse it, and that's what we're doing, making it work with what we've got. Yep. Oh no! So the lead is a collector metal. It absorbs all the precious metals in the mix. So during the chemistry, that lead is soaking up all the gold in there. Now it really looks like a solid piece of gold in the cupel. This will be the probably the last one. Even though I said that probably twice, it really does look just like a solid piece of gold now. Mirror finish. It's almost completely liquefied by now. There's just a little bit of lead I can see boiling off. Again, we're estimating around 20-gram button after this. Yep, there's just a little bit of lead on the top. So cool. I wish I could show you guys this. It's like boiling off the top. It's almost all gone. Almost all gone. We're so close. So close. Just a little bit dancing on the top right now. See a little bit of flying out. Little tiny piece just flew out. The last little bits are flying off right now. In the center, they're big, lumpy masses. They're coming out. The center's boiling up, and we got it flipping like this. We're real close. Hopefully, I'm not going to be able to see the comments. I'm going to hold this like way above my head, and hopefully you guys can see it. Flip over here for a second. So this should be the last run. Still see some black smoke coming off. Do see a little bit of stuff still dancing on the top, but I'm gonna watch this one real close. We should be done here. I see little tiny beads of gold popping out on the top of the rim of the Cupel, just like last time. Oh, did you guys see that? It just flashed over. You guys catch that? It totally just flashed over. I saw it happen. I saw it happen. Did you guys see it? It just went like this. It went like. Did you guys see it? Maybe it'll do it again. It looks like it looks like it might. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it up here for a second. I saw it flash once. Come on, baby. I want to like blow on it or something, but I don't have the capabilities of doing it. But did you guys see it like come over a little bit? All right. I'm gonna try to get that out of here so it cools down quicker. Because that button is fully formed, and we can get it out pretty much right now. So hold on one second. Can you guys still hear me? I just took my headphones out. Can you guys still hear me? All right, cool. Get this bad boy out of here.
It is very gold. It might have a little bit of lead on the top. We might need to Q-pellet again. But I'm going to let that cool down until it loosens up from the bottom. And we'll be able to crack it out here in about a minute or two. But she is pretty. Yep. Cool down and wait. I'm going to grab a Gatorade real quick. I'm dripping. So what we know for a fact is, yep. So what we know for a fact is, it can't be more than 20 grams because we added 16 grams of lead, and what we recovered from this was 36 grams. So the theoretical 100% yield of this Q-Pel would be 20 grams of gold. But I think we have a little bit of lead still in here. I don't think the Q-Pel was big enough to absorb all of it. I don't know. Maybe we didn't roast it long enough. Because the surface looks a little bit different and didn't flash quite as hard as it did the last time. But it's super golden regardless. And I'm sure it'll test over 22, which we could do a quick test of. I've got all my stuff here, but maybe we'll make a follow-up video of that, a daily content kind of thing. It looks pretty big though, so 11.3 grams was the other one, yeah. No, there's borax and a bunch of other stuff in here to make the chemistry work. See if that's loose. Nope. 18 grams would be a great yield. Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be what, 90% digging? Let it cool down. Look at that baby. That looks so good. All right, so potassium nitrate, soda ash, borax. You can use. Well, I already used silica powder in the first smelt, and I re-smelted it because it didn't break down enough in the first smelt. So that was enough to leave it. I didn't need to add to it. Um, but this was the slag from the first melt. Yeah, this is gold right there. That is gold. What you see right there is gold. I'll go grab the first piece. This was the first button on a messed up pour. Well, up the button. Yeah, because we just used a little bit of lead as a collector. Which I can see a little tiny sheen, I think, of it on the top, which gives it that wrinkly appearance, whereas this is a perfect button with a little tiny inclusion, which I think is a little bit of lead as well. Uh, right there, that dark spot. But what we tested was like the edge right there, and that was over 22 carats. And this will test probably the same once we get it. You know, we could refine it, remelt it, oxidize it again, and put it as one big. We might make a vendetta coin. This might be enough gold to make a vendetta coin. I think it will be. Um, just to kind of keep. Yeah, right here. I could. It's actually still on the grill. It hasn't dissolved out. It's still showing on the 22 karat that it's that it hasn't melted yet. So it's probably close to 24 karat. That looks like it's probably ready, even though I've tried twice. There we go. Should have just done that from the get. From the get. Bam! Look at her. So, look at that bad boy. Holy shnikes. Dude, it's double. It's double the size in the slag. I had more gold in the slag than I did in my first pour. Way more. Wow. Let's weigh it. Let's see what we got. And that's it. Let everyone go to bed. Check it out tomorrow. Guess the pay dirt. We'll have an early morning guess the pay dirt. Ready to go. So let's weigh this. Again, this isn't a super accurate scale. We've been weighing this with a food scale, basically. There's a little bit of inclusion in here and lead across the top. First pour weight is 11.3.
Second pour weight. Let's see if it's 20. Oh, Diggin called it. Diggin called it. 18 grams. 18 grams. You called it, Diggin. And I bet that reduction, the 2 gram reduction is to make it more purified. Even though it could be a little bit more. No, it can't be more than 26. So, total weight, almost. Here, let's tear it out. With the food scale, 29 grams. Digging, they always say that. They always say that, so I'm not surprised. Should we test it really, 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 really quick? Do you guys want to test it real quick? Should we call it a night or what? Thanks, Diggin. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, let's do it. Let me go turn the light on over there. All right, here we go. Okay. Can't see the best lighting. We're gonna do this on the grill, like last time. All right. So we got 22 over here. I'll zoom in on this when we're done. It's pretty dark. 22 over there. 18 over here. We'll mark them on right there. And 14 karat, the green one. Okay. There's grease right there. It's not scraping. I need to clean my grill. Let's see. Okay, one. It's really hard to see. I'm gonna have to bring the light. 2, 3. I'm gonna have to bring the light over here real quick before I test it so you guys can see it. Okay. Can you guys see those 3 lines okay after I test them? Can you guys see that? All right. All right. We can see those lines. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna make all you guys sick real quick. Trying to fix my camera. Okay, we can see those lines. There we go. I'll make this one a little bit better. Okay.
Three lines. 3 lines walk into a bar. 14 karat, 18 karat, 24 karat. $14 karat. Way too much. $18 karat. Looking good. You guys can send me a grill from Amazon. Here's 22 karat. There we go. It looks good. Looks good. It's bubbling. You can see it's working. But you can still see the lines. Here's the other ones. See if you could still see that. See, that was the 22 karat from the first button. 18. And then you can see the 14 was up there. There's still some freaking liquid. I put a lot there last time too. But it looks like it's plus 22. Should I put a little bit more 22 on to see if it'll eat it up? Let's see. That was the 22. I mean, it's dulling. It dulls the color up, but the line is still there. You can see all the strikings. Yeah, I mean, I think this probably needs a little bit more refining compared to the first one. You can see that inclusion of silver looking stuff, which is lead. Right? But yeah, I mean, it needs a little bit more refining for sure. It's not as strong as the other one was, because you can even see it over here. You can see there's gray looking stuff right there. So we need a little bit more cleaning on this one to get it to purity. But overall, I think we did pretty good. Um, that was a long stream. My phone's gonna die soon. So total recovery so far, because we have a part 3, we're gonna grind up the crucible, pan out the concentrates. There's at least 2 or 3 grams in there, and I bet we'll end up getting an ounce button, and then I think what we'll do with that is make a Vendetta channel round with the gold. So sound like a plan? Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode with guest Paydirt. I hope you guys have a good weekend and stay safe out there. And thanks for watching tonight's stream. It was a long one, and we got a lot done. So it's pretty cool stuff. Thanks again, and hope you guys have a good night.